Making a character in Orb. Meeting your hero. Use the 5-5 rules to make your character. They are 7th level. They do not know each other. Fill out the following information about your character. 3 personality traits. For example, lazy, oafish, slovenly. Bond. What are they fighting for? Ideal. What do they believe in? Faith. What deity do they follow? Most people in Orb have 3 patron deities. These need not be capital G gods, but can be archfey, elementals, or even ancestors. See deities. Something funny. What's something funny about them? Everyone has at least one thing. Something sad. Boo-hoo. Connection. 1 or more characters that they have an emotional connection with. The storyteller will add another emotional connection to your character's backstory. Fear. Spiders. Becoming your father. Bella leaving you. Items. 1 uncommon item and 1 common item. Are these heirlooms or something found in a ditch? Intro song. Without lyrics. The storyteller can pick one for you. Home. Where are you from? See locations. Deities. 3 patrons. Most people and communities in Orb have 3 patron deities. These deities need not be gods. They can be archfey, demon lords, elementals, or other powerful beings. For example, a pirate might worship Celestian, god of travel. Tiamat, goddess of greed. And Olhydra, archelemental of evil water. The famed Mordecai worships Sylvanus, Anubis, and Celestian. There are 7 good greater gods, 7 neutral greater gods, and 7 evil greater gods. If you create your own deity that is not part of this list, they are most likely a saint who serves one of the listed gods. Look at portfolio to see what each god governs, and worshippers to see the race and profession associated with that god. Gods of virtue, good gods. Bahamut, also called Yinlong. Title, Platinum Dragon. Portfolio, Justice, Mercy, Reign. Alignment, Lawful Good. Cleric Domains, Order, Light, War. Realm, Mercuria, Mount Celestia. Worshippers include judges, paladins, and good dragons. Symbol, a dragon's head. Avatar classes, Paladin and Cleric. Sacred weapon, Great Sword. Sacred beast, Goldfinch. Sacred monster, Gold Dragon. Yandala, also called an An. Title, Blessed One. Portfolio, Bounty, Family, Fertility. Alignment, Lawful Good. Cleric Domains, Nature, Life, Twilight. Realm, Venya, Mount Celestia. Worshippers, Farmers and Halflings. Symbol, Shield. Avatar classes, Cleric and Ranger. Sacred weapon, Scythe. Sacred beast, Robin. Sacred monster, Allseid. Moradin, also called Ulmaranen. Title, All Forger. Portfolio, Creation, Crafts, Protection. Alignment, Lawful Good. Cleric Domains, Forge, Order, War. Realm, Dwarf Home, Arcadia. Worshippers, Craftsmen and Dwarves. Symbol, Anvil and Hammer. Avatar classes, Artificer and Fighter. Sacred weapon, Hammer. Sacred beast, Giant Badger. Sacred monster, Azer. Corellon, also called Heka. Title, Shifting Brilliance. Portfolio, Magic Art Change. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Cleric Domains, Light Arcana, Nature. Realm, Arvindor, Arborea. Worshippers, Artists, Good Magicians, Elves. Symbol, Starburst. Avatar classes, Bard and Wizard. Sacred weapon, Longbow. Sacred beast, Giant Elk. Sacred monster, Unicorn. Glitter Gold, also called Alagua. Title, Sparkling Wit. Portfolio, Trickery, Obstacles, Trade. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Cleric Domains, Trickery and Arcana. Realm, Dothian, Bitopia. Worshippers, Merchants and Gnomes. Symbol, Gold Nugget. Avatar classes, Rogue and Warlock. Sacred weapon, Short Sword. Sacred beast, Squirrel. Sacred monster, Autognome. Bridget. Title, Exalted Bride. Portfolio, Reason, Prophecy, Inspiration. Alignment, Neutral Good. Cleric Domains, Knowledge, Light, Arcana. Realm, Wandering. Worshippers, Bards, Healers, Wise Folk. Symbol, Lantern on Book. Avatar classes, Bard and Psion. Sacred weapon, a lantern. Sacred beast, Geese. Sacred monster, Sphinx of Wonder. Sol, also called Soul. Title, Sun Rider. Portfolio, The Sun, Youth, Healing. Alignment, Neutral Good. Cleric Domains, Light and Life. Realm, Eronia Elysium. Worshippers, All. Symbol, Sun Disk. Avatar classes, Sorcerer and Monk. Sacred Weapon, Throwing Disc. Sacred Beast, Horse. Sacred Monster, Solar Dragon. Gods of Balance, Neutral Gods. Norns. Title, Fate. Portfolio, Fate and the Moon. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Cleric Domains, Arcana and Twilight. Realm, Various. Worshippers, Magic Users. Symbol, 3 moons. Avatar classes, Sorcerer and Bard. Sacred Weapon, Needle. Sacred Beast, Dog. Sacred Monster, Lunar Dragons. Ouroboros. Title, World Serpent. Portfolio, Transcendence and Cycles. Alignment, Lawful Neutral. Cleric Domains, Grave, Peace, Life. Realm, Various. Worshippers, Monks and Reptiles. Symbol, a Snake and Circle. Avatar classes, Monk and Psion. Sacred Weapon, Scimitar. Sacred Beast, Constrictor Snake. Sacred Monster, Quaddle. Sylvanus. Title, The Green Man. Portfolio, Nature and the World Tree. Alignment, Neutral. Cleric Domains, Life and Nature. Realm, Beastlands. Worshippers, Druids. Symbol, Oak Tree. Avatar classes, Druid and Ranger. Sacred Weapon, Bow. Sacred Beast, Deer. Sacred Monster, Treant. Anubis. Title, Reaper Judge. Portfolio, Death and Judgment. Alignment, Lawful Neutral. Cleric Domains, Grave and Law. Realm, Astral Plane. Worshippers, Mourners. Symbol, Black Jackal. Avatar classes, Cleric and Wizard. Sacred Weapon, Scythe. Sacred Beast, Dog. Sacred Monster, Eidolon. Astarte. Title, Heaven's Queen. Portfolio, Love, Passion, Pursuit. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Cleric Domains, Life and War. Realm, Isgard. Worshippers, Lovers and Warriors. Symbol, Chained Lion. Avatar classes, Barbarian and Ranger. Sacred Weapon, Whip. Sacred Beast, Dove. Sacred Monster, Lamia. Anim, also called Pengu. Title, All Father. Portfolio, Strength, Duality, Physicality. Alignment, Neutral. Cleric Domains, Tempest and Knowledge. Realm, Prime Material. Worshippers, Philosophers, Giants, and Savages. Symbol, Crossed Hands. Avatar classes, Barbarian and Monk. Sacred Weapon, Club. Sacred Beast, Eagle. Sacred Monster, Storm Giant. Celestian, also called Nunnel. Title, Star Wanderer. Portfolio, Travel, Space, Seas. Alignment, Neutral. Cleric Domains, Twilight and Knowledge. Realm, Astral Plane. Worshippers, Travelers, Sailors, Astronomers. Symbol, 7 stars in a circle. Avatar classes, Rogue and Bard. Sacred Weapon, Throwing Star. Sacred Beast, Giant Owl. Sacred Monster, Living Mirror. Gods of Vice, Evil Gods. Vecna, also called Dolos. Title, Whispered One. Portfolio, Secrets, Corruption, Necromancy. Alignment, Neutral Evil. Cleric Domains, Arcana, Death, Knowledge. Realm, Plane of Ash. Worshippers, Evil Spellcasters and Blackmailers. Symbol, Hand with Eye. Avatar classes, Wizard and Warlock. Sacred Weapon, Dagger. Sacred Beast, Nun. Sacred Monster, Lich. Lolth. Title, Spider Queen. Portfolio, Darkness, Traps, Assassinations. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Cleric Domains, Trickery and Arcana. Realm, Demon Web Pits, the Abyss. Worshippers, Drow and Assassins. Symbol, Black Spider. Avatar classes, Rogue and Cleric. Sacred Weapon, Whip. Sacred Beast, Spider. Sacred Monster, Yaklal. Grumsh. Title, Evil Eye. Portfolio, Storms and Destruction. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Cleric Domains, Tempest and War. Realm, Nishrek Akron. Worshippers, Orcs and Warlords. Symbol, One Eye. Avatar classes, Barbarian and Fighter. Sacred Weapon, Long Spear. Sacred Beast, Aurochs. Sacred Monster, Fomorians. Tiamat. Title, Queen of Chaos. Portfolio, Greed, Vengeance, Materialism. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Cleric Domains, Trickery, Death, War. Realm, Bator Avernus. Worshippers, the Greedy and Evil Dragons. Symbol, 5 dragon silhouettes. Avatar classes, Sorcerer and Barbarian. Sacred Weapon, Flail. Sacred Beast, Venomous Snake. Sacred Monster, Red Dragon. Maglobiot. Title, Battle Lord. Portfolio, War. Alignment, Lawful Evil. Cleric Domains, War and Death. Realm, Acheron. Worshippers, Warlord, Soldiers, Goblins. Symbol, Bloody Axe. Avatar classes, Fighter and Paladin. Sacred weapon, Axe. Sacred beast, None. Sacred monster, Wurgs. Asmodeus. Title, The Adversary. Portfolio, Tyranny, Compromise, Hell. Alignment, Lawful Evil. Cleric domains, Trickery, Order, War. Realm, Bator, Nessus. Worshippers, Tyrants and Atheists. Symbol, Ruby Rod. Avatar classes, Warlock and Paladin. Sacred weapon, Rod. Sacred beast, None. Sacred monster, Pit Fiend. Lauhi. Title, Scourge Mistress. Portfolio, Disease, Winter, Age. Alignment, Neutral Evil. Cleric domains, Tempest, Trickery, Death. Realm, Pandemonium. Worshippers, Farmers. Symbol, Blindfold. Avatar classes, Druid and Sorcerer. Sacred weapon, Hook. Sacred beast, Rat. Sacred monster, Oinoloth. Archfey. The Empire does not approve of Archfey worship. When Archfey intervene, it is usually through dreams. They endow druids, warlocks, rangers, and bards with magic. Titania, the Summer Queen. Portfolio, Friendship. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Sacred monster, Female Fairy. Court, Selai. Queen of Air and Darkness. Portfolio, Murder. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Sacred monster, None. Court, Unseelie. Baba Yaga, Mother of all Witches. Portfolio, Cruel Fates. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Sacred monster, Hags. Court, None. Oberon, Beast King. Portfolio, Wilderness. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Male Fairy. Court, Selai. Hursum, Prince of Fools. Portfolio, Music. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Satyrs. Court, Selai. Veranestra, the Oak Princess. Portfolio, Charm. Alignment, Neutral. Sacred monster, Dryad. Court, Selai. Festive Father. Portfolio, Charity. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Sacred monster, Briganock. Court, Selai. Happy Jack. Portfolio, Fear. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Will-O-Wisp. Court, Unseelie. Tooth Fairy, Maw Maiden. Portfolio, Smiles. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Gibbering Malthur. Court, None. Dauth. Portfolio, Celebrations. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Korrid. Court, Selai. Prince of Frost, the Pale Prince. Portfolio, Cold. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. Sacred monster, None. Court, Unseelie. Each Thyre, Lord of Horses. Portfolio, Loyalty. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Sacred monsters, Unicorn and Pegasus. Court, Selai. Scarret, Forest Walker. Portfolio, Centaurs. Alignment, Neutral. Sacred monster, Centaurs. Court, Selai. Emancension, Trent King. Portfolio, Trees. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Sacred monster, Treant. Court, Selai. Zybilna, Witch Queen. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Dretch. Court, None. Serranos, Horned Lord. Portfolio, Hunting. Alignment, Neutral. Sacred monster, Furbolg. Court, Unseelie. Fiongwala, Swan Princess. Portfolio, Sisterhood. Alignment, Neutral. Sacred monster, Swan May. Court, Selai. Squeal Lake, Jester Lord. Portfolio, Illusions. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Sacred monster, Leprechaun. Court, Selai. Demigods and Saints. You may create your own saint or demigod, but they are subordinate to a greater god. Kurtlemak, follower of Tiamat. Portfolio, Mining. Worshippers, Kobolds. Alignment, Lawful Evil. Kuyutha, follower of Bahamut. Portfolio, Chivalry. Worshippers, Knights and Dragonborn. Alignment, Lawful Good. Veron, follower of Lolth. Portfolio, Thievery. Worshippers, Thieves. Alignment, Chaotic Evil. True Silver, follower of Moradin. Portfolio, Hearth. Worshippers, Dwarves. Alignment, Lawful Good. Bright Mantle, follower of Moradin. Portfolio, Invention. Worshippers, Dwarves and Inventors. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Sashilas, follower of Corellon. Portfolio, Creativity. Worshippers, Sea Elves and Artists. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Mestarine, follower of Corellon. Portfolio, Isolation. Worshippers, Wood Elves. Alignment, Chaotic Neutral. Eldith, follower of Sylvanus. Portfolio, Serenity. Worshippers, Pacifists. Alignment, neutral good. Beast Lords. There are many more than listed here. Cat Lord, Bast. Alignment, chaotic neutral. Realm, Beast Lands. Boar Lord, Harkunos. Alignment, chaotic neutral. Realm, Beast Lands. Hawk Lord, Beakspy. Alignment, neutral. Realm, Beast Lands. Bear Lord, Sleeger. Alignment, neutral good. Realm, Beast Lands. Horse Lord, Epona. Alignment, lawful good. Realm, Beast Lands. Demon Lords. The Empire disapproves of worshipping these entities. Demogorgon, Demon Prince. Portfolio Madness. Worshippers, Ixitsicatl Marrow Kraken. Symbol, Forked Tail. Realm, Gaping Maw. Sacred Monster, Kraken. Orcus, Lord of Undeath. Portfolio Undeath. Worshippers, Intelligent Undead. Symbol, Skull on a Mace. Realm, Thanatos. Sacred Monster, Lich. Graz-ZT Dark Prince. Portfolio Perversion. Worshippers, Lamia. Symbol, Six-Fingered Hand. Realm, Azagrat. Sacred Monster, Succubus. Yeenagoo, Beast of Butchery. Portfolio Hunger. Worshippers, Gnolls and Cannibals. Symbol, Triple-Headed Flail. Realm, Death Dells. Sacred Monster, Ghouls. Baphomet, Horn King. Portfolio Savagery. Worshippers, Minotaurs. Symbol, Maze. Realm, Endless Maze. Sacred Monster, Garistro. Frazzer Blue, Prince of Deception. Portfolio Deception. Worshippers, Evil Illusionists. Symbol, Almost Eaten Skull. Realm, Hollow's Heart. Sacred Monster, Doppelgangers. Zukmoy, Lady of Rot. Portfolio Decay. Worshippers, Evil Plants and Druids. Symbol, Mushroom and Skull. Realm, Shadakla. Sacred Monster, Violet Fungus. Jewelblex, He Who Slithers. Portfolio, Pestilence. Worshippers, Intelligent Slime and Aboleth. Symbol, Pseudopod. Realm, Shadakla. Sacred Monster, Hezru. Koschy, Prince of Wrath. Portfolio, Wrath. Worshippers, Frost Giants and Ogres. Symbol, Red Hammer. Realm, Iron Wastes. Sacred Monster, Frost Giant. Arch Celestial. Zafgil Watcher. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Cronia's Celestia. Symbol, Donkey. Sealtiel, Defender. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Jover Celestia. Symbol, Dog. Raziel, Crusader. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Mercian Celestia. Symbol, Bear. Pistis Sophia Ascetic. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Solania Celestia. Symbol, Eagle. Irathel, Seer. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Venya Celestia. Symbol, Dragon. Domiel, Mercy Bringer. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Mercuria Celestia. Symbol, Ox. Barakiel, Messenger. Alignment, Lawful Good. Realm, Lunia Celestia. Symbol, Lion. Morwell, Twilight Sovereign. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Realm, Court of Stars Arborea. Symbol, Star Circlet. Gwyn Harwif, Whirling Fury. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Realm, Court of Stars Arborea. Symbol, Star Cone Hat. Farinael, Heavenly Consort. Alignment, Chaotic Good. Realm, Court of Stars Arborea. Symbol, Star Crown. Divine Intervention. Deities influence fate constantly, but can change the world more directly through ritual. A devotee can perform a 1-hour ritual called Group Communion. Willing creatures within 5 miles can join. After the ritual, roll percentage dice to determine success. For every 100 participants, there is a 1% chance of success, up to a maximum of 10%. If the ritual fails, each participant cannot attempt it again for 1d4 times 2 weeks. On success, the deity chooses one effect from the group communion table. The initiating devotee can trigger the effect with a special magic action, and must do so within 1 week or is wasted. If the effect requires a saving throw, the difficulty class is 20, where the devotee's spell save DC. Up to 100 participants gain the benefits of a second level or lower spell the deity has access to, as if cast on them. Duration, 8 hours or instantaneous. Common uses include Lesser Restoration, Enhance Ability, and Detect Good and Evil. The devotee casts a 5th level or lower spell the deity has access to, as a circle spell with 10 secondary casters, without requiring a spell slot. Duration, the spell's duration or 1 hour, whichever is shorter. Examples include Insect plague, plant growth, and beacon of hope. A spell the devotee casts of any level is treated as a circle spell with 10 secondary casters. Duration, the spell's duration. Example, meteor swarm. The weather is minimally changed, as with control weather. Duration, up to 24 hours. Common use, rain dance. Locations. The story is set in the Shinehold Empire on the planet Orb. Is the only known humanoid-ruled empire on the planet, roughly the size of America. Below are highlights for each province. Shinehold, real-world counterpart, Rome and Japan. Patron deities, Ouroboros, Baphomet, Celestian. Description, volcanoes keep the province warm, allowing rice production. Noble houses engage in intrigue and power plays. Many worship ancestors, particularly Paragon and Mordecai. Udani, real-world counterpart, Scotland to the north and Russia to the south. Patron deities, Moradin, Glitter Gold, Norns. Description, rolling hills and dwarven ruins, a bloody history, and a massive river delivering wealth and traders. To the south, tundra filled with orcs and yeti. Sedendum, real-world counterpart, Southern Asia and Hawaii. Patron deities, Ouroboros, beast lords, Baphomet. Description, a province of uncountable mysterious islands. Many islands have meteors which slowly warp specific animals into beast folk. The land is ruled by a great worm in a massive tower, surrounded by a constant storm. Lytibrius, real-world counterpart, U.S. Midwest and Mongolia, like Rohan. Patron deities, Sol Yondala Abona. Description, a land of plains and grass. Far wind riders with magic steeds rule the fertile east. The west is infertile, with warring marauder bands. The holy seat of the International House of Worship is here, as are most halfling settlements. Paramount, real-world counterpart, Celtic and Native American. Patron deities, Corellon, Sylvanus, Archfey. Description, a forest province. An untamed wilderness filled with monsters and fae. Most elves in the Empire live here. To the west is Yon Depth, a sea that drives men insane and houses pirates. Sea elves and aberrations. Monsumo, real-world counterpart, Native American and Himalaya. Patron deities, Moradin, Anum, Tiamat. Description, a land of mountains and dwarf strongholds, infested with monsters, giants, and dragons lurking among mountaintops. No tender, real-world counterpart, India and Brazil. Patron deities, Glitter Gold, Astarte, Asmodeus. Description, a land of spices and strange planar influences. Once ruled by demons, it boasts the largest amount of religious freedom in the empire. Everdune, real-world counterpart, Egypt and Arabian Desert. Patron deities, Anubis, Vecna, Bahamut. Description, a dead sandy wasteland with ruins of a magical kingdom. Those who possess an oasis own a small kingdom of their own. Langendia, real-world counterpart, Australia and African savanna. Patron deities, Maglobiot, Anum, Moradin. Description, badlands ruled by hobgoblins, who guard a massive adamantium wall along the border. The land is constantly attacked by gnolls and undead from beyond. Organizations. International House of Worship, a continent-spanning church ruled by a powerful solar. Champions the causes of good aligned gods, and has sanctuaries across the empire. Patrons every good god. Common classes, clerics, paladins, monks. Symbol, a goblet of holy water with 7 jewels. The Tribunal Magi, an inquisition dedicated to stamping out magical immorality, often hunting covens of friend-worshipping warlocks and hags, and executing them. Patrons, Raziel, Bahamut, Anubis. Common classes, clerics, celestial warlocks, rangers. Symbol, flaming scales. Dawnwatch, wandering monster hunters who kill for coin, gathering in ancient watchtowers and fortresses between hunts. Patrons, Serranos, Moradin, Astarte. Common classes, rangers, paladins, barbarians. Symbol, a spear crossed with a bow, with an eye in the middle. Parliament of Circles, a primordial order of nature protectors. Patrons, Sylvanus, Oberon, Emantian. Common classes, druids, moon bards, oath of ancients, paladins. Symbol, a very complicated shield knot. Augmathicary, journalists and librarians who collect and spread information. Patrons, Bridget, Moradin, Corellon. Common classes, bards, knowledge clerics, wizards. Symbol, an open scroll with a key drawn in it. Futurists, traders and crafters spreading scientific advancements and magic items. Patrons, Moradin, Glitter Gold, Corellon. Common classes, Artificers, Wizards, Rune Knight Fighters. Symbol, the Tower of Babel. Items, Oversized Longbow. Damage, 2d6 piercing. Traits, Ammunition, range 150/600 feet, arrow. Heavy and two-handed. Mastery, slow. Special, uses strength instead of dexterity for attack and damage rolls. Requires strength 18 to wield. Cost, 250 gold pieces. Bastard Sword. Damage, 1d10 slashing. Traits, heavy, two-handed. Mastery, cleave. Special, if you have at least strength 18, you can wield this sword with a buckler shield. Cost, 50 gold pieces. Buckler shield. Trait, equip with a bonus action. Instead of increasing armor class by 2, the shield grants a special reaction. Increase your armor class by 3 when targeted by an attack. If the attack still hits, reduce the damage by 3. Enchanting the shield increases the temporary armor class feature by 1. Cost, 20 gold pieces. Tower shield. Trait, your speed is halved. Instead of increasing armor class by 2, this shield increases armor class by 3. Creatures within 5 feet behind the shield have their armor class increased by 1. Cost, 250 gold pieces. Pike. Damage, 1d10 piercing. Traits, heavy reach, two-handed. Mastery, push. Special, you can wield this with a shield, but cannot attack creatures within 5 feet unless using an unarmed attack. Your speed is reduced by 10 while wielding a shield with this weapon. Cost, 50 gold pieces. Homebrew races. Beast folk. Orb has a long tradition of beast folk. Pick any animal, there is likely a beast folk variant. See Beast Folk of Orb for expanded rules. Floraling. Created by Arch-Ents to combat war-forged armies of Emperor Paragon and undead hordes from the north. Many spend their lives rooted in one location in dreamy meditation. Some feel an inexplicable call to adventure or are drafted as emissaries. They mostly interact with sylvan beasts, dryads, ents, elves, forest gnomes, furbolg, unicorns, and druids. They are fascinated and often horrified by cities and human culture. Floralinks incorporate wood, bone, and stone weapons into their bodies. Good as druids, rangers, and barbarians when protecting their woodland home. Creature type, plant. Size, small, medium, or large, but cannot use oversized weapons. Languages, Common, Sylvan, and Elvish. Speed, walking speed 25. Photosynthesize, if you get 8 hours of direct sunlight, you do not need to consume food for 24 hours. Fortify bark, while not wearing armor. Your armor class equals 12 plus your dexterity or constitution modifier. You can absorb weapons at the end of a long rest. Up to 2 weapons or 1 weapon and a shield. Neither item can be metal. You can equip or unequip absorbed items as a bonus action, and cannot be disarmed from them. Removing a non-magical item at the end of a long rest destroys it. Extend limbs, you know the Thorn Whip cantrip, without components. Spellcasting ability, Constitution or Wisdom, your choice. A number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. You can cast it as a bonus action. Fire weakness, you are vulnerable to fire damage. If you are not submerged in water every 8 hours. Warforged, made by Izaz and Emperor Paragon I, when they stole the Forge of Souls. The Metal Army turned the tide in the Founding War, and waged a crusade across the continent. After Paragon's death, Warforged developed free will. Many feel purposelessness, seeking conflict to rectify it, while others go against their nature. Creature type, construct. Size, small, medium, or large, and cannot use oversized weapons. Languages, Common and 1 other. Speed, 30 feet. Sentries rest, during a long rest. Spend at least 6 hours inactive and motionless, appearing inert but remaining conscious. Mechanical nature, resistance to poison damage, immunity to disease, advantage on saving throws against being paralyzed or poisoned, and you do not need to eat, drink, or breathe. Healing machine, when the mending spell is cast on you, you can spend a hit die, roll it, and regain hit points equal to the roll plus your constitution modifier, minimum 1. You benefit from life-preserving spells that normally don't affect constructs. Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Mass Cure Wounds, Mass Healing Word, and Spare the Dying. Integrated Arsenal, Light Armor Training, and +1 to Armor Class. At the end of a long rest, incorporate armor into your torso and 2 items into your hands. A tool, shield, one-handed weapon, or spellcasting focus. Equip or unequip as a bonus action. Items cannot be removed except by your action at the end of a long rest. Homebrew backgrounds. Warforged veteran. You were created from the Forge of Moradin to fight in a crusade. Prerequisite, Warforged. Ability scores, Constitution, Strength, Dexterity. Feat, Artificer Initiate. Skill proficiencies, Athletics and Perception. Tool proficiencies, Tinker's Tools and Smith's Tools. Equipment, choose A or B. A. Long sword, short bow, padded armor, 20 arrows and quiver, 7 gold pieces. B. 50 gold pieces. Honored Scion, bound by the ceremony spell for generations. Your family tree lives on in the outer planes. Your ancestry stretches back millennia, perhaps to the first saints of marriage and unity. Through ritual tradition and familial devotion, you commune with your ancestors. Ability scores, Wisdom, Intelligence, Charisma. Feat, Magic Initiate, Cleric. Skill proficiencies, History and Persuasion. Tool proficiencies, a musical instrument and painter's tools. Equipment, choose A or B. A. Painter's supplies, family history book, family crest. 10 sheets of parchment, fine clothes, 12 gold pieces. B. 50 gold pieces. Farwind Rider. Growing up in Farwind, you bonded with an intelligent foal of the opposite gender. A ceremony spell linked you and the horse forever. You were trained as a Farwind knight for a time. Prerequisite, Human, Aasimar, or Tiefling. Ability scores, Constitution, Strength, Wisdom. Feat, Tough. Skill proficiencies, Animal handling and perception. Tool proficiencies, Herbalism kit and any musical instrument. Equipment, Traveler's clothes, Signet ring, Scroll of pedigree, and a short bow with 20 arrows. Homebrew backgrounds. Warforged veteran. You were created from the Forge of Moradin to fight in a crusade. Prerequisite, Warforged. Ability scores, Constitution, Strength, Dexterity. Feat, Artificer Initiate. Skill proficiencies, Athletics and Perception. Tool proficiencies, Tinker's Tools and Smith's Tools. Equipment, choose A or B. A. Long sword, short bow, padded armor, 20 arrows and quiver, 7 gold pieces. B. 50 gold pieces. Honored Scion, bound by the ceremony spell for generations. Your family tree lives on in the outer planes. Your ancestry stretches back millennia, perhaps to the first saints of marriage and unity. Through ritual tradition and familial devotion, you commune with your ancestors. Ability scores, Wisdom, Intelligence, Charisma. Feat, Magic Initiate, Cleric. Skill proficiencies, History and Persuasion. Tool proficiencies, a musical instrument and painter's tools. Equipment, choose A or B. A. Painter's supplies, family history book, family crest. 10 sheets of parchment, fine clothes, 12 gold pieces. B. 50 gold pieces. Farwind Rider. Growing up in Farwind, you bonded with an intelligent foal of the opposite gender. A ceremony spell linked you and the horse forever. You were trained as a Farwind knight for a time. Prerequisite, Human, Aasimar, or Tiefling. Ability scores, Constitution, Strength, Wisdom. Feat, Tough. Skill proficiencies, Animal handling and perception. Tool proficiencies, Herbalism kit and any musical instrument. Equipment, Traveler's clothes, Signet ring, Scroll of pedigree, and a short bow with 20 arrows. Background feats. Farwind Steed. Prerequisite, 4th level, Farwind Rider background. Ability increase. Increase 1 ability by 1. Summon Steed. You always have Find Familiar prepared and can cast it as a ritual. When you cast it, summon your steed from the hallowed pastures instead of a familiar. The steed has warhorse statistics, but its intelligence, wisdom, and charisma equal yours. And it shares your skill and saving throw proficiencies. It speaks your languages and can communicate telepathically with you within 100 feet. In combat, it goes on your turn and, while ridden, can only dash, disengage, or dodge. If reduced to 0 hit points, it returns to the hallowed pastures and is stabilized. After a short rest, it can return on its own. Knightly Steed. Prerequisite, Farwind Steed feat, 8th level. Ability increase. Increase 1 ability by 1 to a maximum of 20. Equine evolution. Your steed gains Armor Class 18, Plate Barding. Initiative, goes on your turn. Hit points, half your hit points, plus 2 times your level. Speed, 65 feet. Strength 20, Dexterity 14, Constitution 16. Skills, any skills you have. Senses, passive perception equals yours. Languages, any you know, telepathy with you at 120 feet. Traits, of one mind, 5 feet of movement to mount or dismount. Advantage against being knocked off. Return to pastures, returns at end of a short rest or at 0 hit points, stabilized on arrival. Shared life, shares your mental ability scores and all proficiencies. Soul bond, while you ride, any spell affecting you may also affect it, and you can cast from the steed's location within 120 feet. Greater steed, 14th level required. A creature may grant it flying speed equal to walking speed by expending a 4th level or higher spell slot, lasting until it returns to the pastures. Dream, during a long rest, the steed can cast dream targeting only you. Actions. Hooves melee attack roll equals your proficiency bonus plus 5, reach 5 feet. Hit, 9, 2d for plus 5 bludgeoning. If the steed moved 20 feet straight toward a large or smaller target before the hit, deal an extra 5 bludgeoning and knock prone. The steed cannot use hooves while ridden unless you are 14th level or higher. Pin, attempts to grapple one large or smaller prone creature within 5 feet, usable while ridden. Beast Folk Tame, proficiency bonus times per day, casts Animal Friendship targeting a horse, using your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus plus 8 as the spell modifier. Bonus actions. Circle back, the steed disengages. Teamwork, the steed gives you the help action while ridden. Habitat Urban, ancestral guidance. Prerequisite, 4th level, honored scion background. Ability increase, increase 1 ability by 1. Genealogist, gain expertise in history. If you already have it, gain expertise in another skill. Paternal Whispers, always have Speak with Dead and Augury prepared, and cast each once per day without a spell slot. Favored Inheritor. Prerequisite, 9th level, ancestral guidance. Ability increase, increase 1 ability by 1. Subtle Nurture, you gain a number of d4s equal to your proficiency bonus, regained at the end of a long rest. When you make a d20 skill check, you can consume 1 d4 and add it to the total. Elder Council, always have contact other plane prepared, cast once per day without a spell slot. Once per week, if you fail the saving throw, you can choose to succeed. Birthright Epic Boon. Prerequisite, 19th level, Favored Inheritor. Ability increase, increase 1 ability by 1 to a maximum of 30. Ancestral Memory, at the end of each long rest, choose a skill. If not proficient, gain proficiency. If proficient, gain expertise. Lasts until your next long rest. Conjure Forebear, always have Spirit Guardians and Spirit Shroud prepared. Once per long rest, cast either without concentration or a spell slot, lasting 1 minute. You can cast these while raging. Racial Feats. Artificial Intelligence. Prerequisite, Warforged Veteran Background, 6th level. Ability increase, increase 1 ability by 1. Data Bank, proficiency in investigation or history. Gain expertise in 1 intelligence skill you are proficient in, and expertise in 1 tool you are proficient in. Analyze, you know the guidance cantrip, targeting only yourself, without components. Upgrade hardware. Prerequisite, Warforged Veteran Background, 10th level. Ability increase, increase 1 ability by 1. Multitask, learn an Artificer cantrip. Choose 1 Artificer cantrip you know. When you take the attack action, you may replace 1 attack with casting that cantrip, without components. Spellcasting ability, Intelligence or Constitution. Uses equal to your proficiency bonus. Author's note: the following racial features are meant to balance races, and give thematic weight they otherwise wouldn't have. Many are overpowered. Dwarf Cunning. Prerequisite, Dwarf 8th level. Ability increase, increase 1 ability by 1. Craftwise, proficiency in smith's tools and advantage on ability checks to use artisan's tools. If already proficient in smith's tools, choose a different set. Reinforce, at the end of a short or long rest. Use smith's tools to give a creature wearing armor temporary hit points equal to your level plus your proficiency bonus. The creature must be within 5 feet and loses the temporary hit points if they remove armor. Psychic and poison damage bypass these temporary hit points. True Grit. Prerequisite. Dwarf 14th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1. Reliable. Proficiency in Wisdom or Constitution saving throws. Armored Mind. Advantage on saves to avoid being charmed or frightened. Dwarf Lord Epic Boon. Prerequisite. Dwarf Cunning 19th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1 to a maximum of 30. Masterpiece. Have time and money to create a magic item. Steady as the earth. Once per long rest. Automatically succeed on a proficient saving throw. Human Progress. Prerequisite. Human or half-elf 14th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1. Rebound. When you roll a natural 1, gain advantage on the next d20 test within 1 minute. WIRM Kin. Prerequisite. Dragonborn 8th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1. Dragon Body. While not wearing armor. Your armor class equals 13 plus dexterity. Unarmed strikes deal 1d6 slashing plus strength modifier. Out of sight. Prerequisite. Halfling 4th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1. Wii skills. Proficiency in stealth, sleight of hand, or survival. Gain expertise in one of these if already proficient. Once per long rest, re-roll a d20 test with one of these skills. Hero's Heart Epic Boon. Prerequisite. Halfling, non-evil alignment 19th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1 to a maximum of 30. Little victories. Immunity to the frightened condition. An advantage against being charmed. Critical moment. When you roll a natural 20, gain advantage on your next d20 test. Wii Folk Cunning. Prerequisite. Gnome 4th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1. Earth Friend. Always have invisibility and meld into stone prepared. And cast each once per long rest for free. Spellcasting ability. Charisma, Wisdom, or Intelligence. Meld into stone can be cast as a free ritual. Gnome Lord Epic Boon. Prerequisite. Gnome 19th level. Ability increase. Increase one ability by 1 to a maximum of 30. Cunning Fingers. Gain proficiency in one skill and one set of tools. And gain expertise with a set of tools you are proficient in. Big Help. Choose Summon Construct or Summon Elemental. Always have it prepared and cast at 4th level without concentration. Once per long rest. The elemental must be Earth type. Forest Kinship. Prerequisite. Floraling 4th level. Ability increase. Increase Wisdom, Strength, or Constitution by 1. Camouflage. Advantage on stealth and survival checks in forests. Forest spells. Know the Druidcraft cantrip. Always have Entangle and Speak with plants prepared. And cast each once per long rest without spell slots. Spellcasting ability. Wisdom